Going up and down. Runners will advance, but the Redhawks will have their first out. So much in the same fashion as we saw yesterday, Paxton Crowther putting that ball in play and advancing runners. Now, for Alex Killman out at second. Fence line just at 300. It's the ball. So he ends up with a single, but reaching on air as but MacNSeitz on the board here early. But, oh man, I was excited to see him. Load the bases, and the Redhawks oftentimes when a coach goes really about working with him on his confidence and mechanics. And I think obviously he's disappointed that he's not got off to a great start, but double play type ball and some of the fan base. Ground ball over there to shortstop. Or MacNSeitz runner goes over. I will say that the base runner does have the entitlement. This outcome for the Red. That'll be out number 3. Behind Tucker Lee. So Lee will be taking the bump. And so at times he has struggled with a little bit of control, but man, I tell you what, when he gets things dialed in and zooming, he seam has a good little run on it. And there are to get a little bit of that. MacNSeitz, we've got Bryson Spear behind the dish. Looks like Cade Pearson will be starting in right field. Left, Parker Simons lining up over there. Base, and then Alex Killman over there at first. So a lot of baseball. Yesterday, while it was certainly warm, and it got warm as the day ran on, it got in. DD levels are super high, and so you certainly feel that. But it looks like the sun is starting to burn that off, and I imagine the temperatures will rise. And it looks like the red. I tell you what, folks, we are. Doesn't look like our stream is up well, and so you're probably seeing a number of Morris.
Now batting, number 6, KJ Morris.
So that pitch coming in, 74 miles. So it looks like he brought that one down, but still just missing outside. Just 3 balls, and Lee struggling with some command here early. Doesn't look too phased right now. Looking confident. And that one right down the pipe. And missing up high there. So no. Man, I tell you what, that music is going to be a little disruptive. I hope they don't pull the and a first pitch strike right there. So Spear quickly jumped up as if he was going to back pick, but decides against it. And Lee dials that way back right there. Gets a foul tip. So working to keep that runner honest. Steps off the rubber and takes a look over. Just yesterday, and we had our first game. It was Henry Block. Henry not having maybe that customarily good control that we typically see, and we saw a lot of high pitches, and I really think that a lot of it has to do with the trying to appeal on that one as if Colton had gone around, but they say no. So 3-1 count. Hard hit ball. This one gets through, and that'll be a saw with MacNSeitz. And the first two batters getting on base. I apologize, folks. Just so doggone loud. Rhythm. Swing and miss right there, chasing that one up high. And that ball getting out of his hands. There's going to be a possible play over there at third, and the tag was not in time. Throw was just a little bit to the left of the base, and after Simons was able to glove it, coming back around, that tag not in time. So the runners do advance. Now 1-2 count. This is number 34, Luke, for the Redhawks at the plate. So nice looking changeup right there for Lee. And that one missing just outside. So you got to imagine if Lee walks this batter, there may be a conference. So that'll be a full count to number 34, Luke. Ooh, there's a foul tip, goes off the helmet of Spear and then actually goes right in the face mask for is supposed to walk the ball all the way out to the pitcher. Bryson instead just walks out. And Lee. So you can see Coach Baker taking a look and Tucker nods his head. For Tucker, a number of different options. Cade Pearson. Both done for the tournament. Like they're keeping Lee on a short leash here. Pop up, right side. This one could be trouble. That is a foul. So that one dangerously in no man's land. Number 3, Zayden at the plate for the Redhawks. So you can see Lee trying to dial it back to try to get in a little bit more of that control. But when he's doing that, he's actually not finishing the same way that he customarily does. Get right back to it and blow it by. And that'll now be a full count. Not on the same page with catch. Shaking off 2 calls. Steps. Ball 4. So Redhawks will get on the board walking. At the plate. And Lee continues. That ball coming out of his glove a number of times this morning. And now 3-0 count. And MacNSeitz already has a pitcher up and warming up. Big swing and a miss right there. And Lee works his way back to a full. High fly ball right side. Cade Pearson back. He'll come up with the out. Redhawks will tag, and a runner will make his way home. This morning. That one coming out of the hand a little bit early and not finding that customary break. That is number 45, Ethan, for the Redhawks. He fouls that one off, and that'll even up the count now 1-1. He holds the bat back, and now 2-2 count. Not be in time. Bryson Spear complaining about runner obstruction right there, but possible runner obstruction over there at second base. But if you don't have the ball as out of the glove for at the plate. With another walk. That'll put runners on the corners. Did forget, we did pull Henry a little bit earlier in his game, so he does have at least 1 or 2 innings left. So it looks like contest. I had that tag on the runner just a little bit more. But nonetheless, now runners on second and third. Number 33, William, for the Redhawks. Good to see them get up there on the board early. Here. In the velocity, Tuck sitting customarily third. Rice and Spear had no idea where the ball was. Runner. They end up doing so, now 2 down. That one missing inside, and my goodness, folks. That'll even up the strike three call. And in favor of the Redhawks, that was the second. All right, folks, that brings up number 10, Sebastian Wingrove. And that is still Zayden up there on the bump working for the Redhawks. So Wingrove will reach on air. And MacNSeitz for the second time today in just the second inning has a leadoff runner on base. That is number 3, Bryson Spear at the plate. Not exactly sidearm. Good looking pickoff move over there, but Wingrove on top of it, back up safely. And Redhawks fans calling for a foul ball rather than a dead ball, but second in first. Now number 79, Isaac Dixon at the plate. So MacNSeitz, first two batters make their way on base. Shows bunt but pulls back. Third baseman reacted quickly, started coming charging home. With an infield single. I tell you what, so both corners crashed. Second baseman did not go over to cover first base, as is customary. So that'll load the bases, and now nobody down and big hitting. One. And once again, MacNSeitz is doubled off. So Block puts one in play. Runner did not go back to the base. There are two down. Now runners on, second and first. Back to the top of our lineup, and that's Fields. Fly ball right side, and that's a can of corn for the right fielder. So Zayden behind some good in front of some good defense for the Redhawks. They get out of a pinch, and MacNSeitz end up stranding three. Bottom of the second, and leading off for the Redhawks is KJ. So that's the top of the order for the Redhawks, and after a pretty bloody first inning, they're back around to the top of their order. Chases that one high. And that'll even up the count now 1-1. Swing and miss. That fastball coming in 71 miles. Goes to a curve that broke a little too early. that was a beauty of a pitch. I don't know if that was missing inside, but here's what we've seen today so far. Huge difference and change from yesterday, which had an extremely expanded strike zone, to something that's relatively tight right here. One-two count. No attempt for the runner on first so far.
Number 34.
So that'll bring up number 34, Luke, for the Redhawks. MacNSeitz with one down, runner on first. And working to hold the Redhawks here. So Luke fouls that one back, and he'll start out down in the count. And a strike call, that ball right off the glove of Spear, and runner will advance uncontested. And Luke continues to battle here. Down 0-2, fouls that one off. And Fields finding the zone, keeping it in there. So 4 pitches in and still an 0-2 count. That one down in the dirt gets by Spear, and a runner will advance. So Redhawks now with a scoring opportunity. Runner on third, just one down. Luke working with an 0-2 count. Little dribbler, this one off the end of the bat over to short. For the Redhawks. So they expand their margin now to the plate. And now nobody on, 2 down, and MacNSeitz looking to get out of this inning. Albeit down in the dirt. Even up the count, 1-1. So the strike zone continues to be tight. Had a good time here in St. Louis. Most everybody coming in Friday. Of weather coming in, and beautiful looking curveball, and that is strike 2. Realizes that there was only 1 strike. So that'll be a full count now. But coming in Friday night, and a ton of weather and rain coming in. Beautiful Busch Stadium out there. Boys working with GMB and able to actually walk out on the field. Pretty cool opportunity for those guys to set feet on a major league field ahead of their gameplay that following day on Saturday. Well, Zayden draws a walk right there, and now it's going to now bring up number 19, Landon, for the Redhawks. Fields will adjust and change to pitch from the stretch. Second stops, and Spear trying to back pick, but bobbles the transfer. As Fields looks on. There, Zayden goes, throw comes down, and the throw is not in time. So Fields works it back to a full count. Mason Gellender actually standing on second base, and I tell you what, that is like some 10 or 11U type stuff there. Kind of drives me just a little bit batty. Huge hole on the right side. And I don't know what you're gaining from. Swing and miss, and that'll do it for MacNSeitz. Well, the Redhawks put one more on the board. Now make the contest now 5-2 as we move to top of the third. Kind of taking a look at the GMB brackets. The West coming into this morning, the Razorbacks, who we faced in the first game of pool play, they ended up going 3-0, only allowing 3 against the Razorbacks. And then one other unbeaten team, the KY, going 3-0 and a fairly decent sized field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if I can't pull that back up. But MacNSeitz right after facing the Razorbacks on Saturday, followed up against the Midland Springfield. And that was a tight game. Good pitching effort on both ends. And as I said at the beginning of the broadcast, a good defensive effort as well. MacNSeitz losing 2-1. And 3-run margin. So here towards the top of our order, and here and get a little something going. And a rare strike call, something we haven't seen too often this morning. So Kilman wisely laying off that one as it was down in the dirt before the plate. We'll make it a 2-1 count. Tell you what, Kilman doing a good job on that pickle over there at third base. Finally ended up running that runner down and getting him out. Certainly helped us get out of that. Second baseman calling for it, and center fielder ends up taking it. So that'll be out number one, and thought there was a little bit of a chance. It looked to me like the second baseman was really taking it, but listening to that center fielder, and obviously when you're fly ball left side, and ends up being foul. That's number 21, Paxton Crowther, working at the plate for MacNSeitz. And a good-looking curveball right there, but missing outside. Now 1-1 count. Hard hit ball. This one over to shortstop. He gloves this one, and that'll be Bring up number 27, Tucker Lee. Had a high fly ball over right field his first plate appearance. Pretty deep right there at the fence line, but oh. That ball coming well inside. And a strike three call. Today, I tell you, the expanded strike zone that we had to work with yesterday was, just one of those things that every umpire is going to call that game a little bit differently, and it never helps anybody to argue balls and strikes, that kind of thing, but it was only strike two. He's all super tight. That last pitch coming in below the knee level, and called two strikes that way. But as they say so often, and maybe a little cliche, when you got two strikes on you, you got to swing at anything close. And so I was having that conversation with a number of the players yesterday after our gameplay, and many of the guys saying, well, listen, I understand if it's close, but if it's in the so they're saying, hey, I'm not going to swing at those and all that kind of jazz. But nonetheless, a close matchup here. 5-2, favor of the Redhawks. They've played well. They've been putting the ball in play. And, of course, the recipients of a number of walks. A real rough first inning. Fields coming in, relief. Causing some issues. So we'll see if Fields is able to dial it in here and pitch that perfect pitch more often than not. But some good energy coming from the Redhawks dugout as the MacNSeitz team is out there on the field warming up. Now number 79, Isaac Dixon, working behind the dish. And Fields up there on the bump. And a strike call. Fouls this one out of play. Hard hit ball, and that one is foul. That was down that right side. So Ethan wishing he had that one just another foot or so to the left. And he hammers this one left side, well foul. Doing a good job of mixing. Swing and a miss, and Fields gets his first strikeout. Or second strikeout, rather, I apologize. Go, bottom of the third, one down. This is number 12, Jake, up at the plate. Chopper over to third, and Parker Simons unable to glove that ball.
Number 33, Will LaCroix.
Pickoff. Ball in play. High fly ball left side. Runners are rounding the bases. Relay comes in, and that is going to be a stand-up double. So that'll put runners on. Now number 4, Gage, is at the plate. This is the bottom of the order for the Redhawks. So Isaac with a good glove on that ball down in the dirt. Now 2-1 count to Gage. Swing and a miss and strikeout. That is the third one on the day for Fields. And that'll bring the top of the order for the Redhawks. That's KJ. Fields missing up high on that. The windup. Redhawks not doing anything base running wise to challenge anything over there at third. Swing and a miss. Plate appearance. I think she chased one up high as well. So now 2-2 count. And a strike 3 call. That one again. Low. But, hey, if you're going to start calling it that way, at least you're doing it both ways. Okay, here we go, top of 4. And now number 49, Cade Pearson at the plate. Ooh, big swing and a miss. Pearson taking some hacks. Zayden and now 2-1 count. Hard hit ball. This one is going to be good for a leadoff single. And Gellner takes that one down the pipe for strike 1. Starting to stretch that lead out just a bit. Looked like it was about the right length, or distance rather. Runner goes, popped up. Oh my goodness, man, I tell you what. So Gellner just kind of daisically making his way back over to. He's got pretty good speed over there, so probably just a situation where a lot of confidence and Simons at the plate. Runner goes. That throw not anywhere near it. So a great steal, throw well off the mark, and Pearson making great use of it, makes his way over to third. Simons continues at the plate. Parker fouls that one off. And so Zayden working from the stretch. Misses outside once again, now 2-1. Pearson really working it over there at third base. And a hit by pitch. Simons will be awarded first base. And that'll put runners on the corners. That brings up Seabass Wingrove. And he'll make his way over to second uncontested. So in a close affair right here, 5-2 in favor of the Redhawks. MacNSeitz with the tying run at the plate. Ball in play. This one's going to get over to short. And So MacNSeitz chips away at the lead. Now runner on third. Score now 5-3. Now number 3. Switched out to Isaac Dixon, and fly ball left side. And that'll be out number 3. So that does it for us out there in the bottom of the third, but not before MacNSeitz puts on a quick audio break here, folks. Once again, please like our video or drop us a comment. Glad you're able to join us here on YouTube if you're not able to join us out here at the ballpark. And a pitching change for MacNSeitz Black. Now up there on the bump is number 5, Mason Gellender. And obviously the Redhawks with a lot of energy over there in their dugout, enjoying a two lead margin right now. Still a lot of baseball here yet to go, and one of the things I will say about our MacNSeitz crew is they have come from behind on a number of occasions. So certainly a possibility here. Leading off for the Redhawks this inning is number 13, Colton. So Gellender, not one of those big, huge velocity guys, but rather on the opposite end of the spectrum with a lot of movement. So these guys think they see a beach ball coming in, but man, that sucker is moving. And so he tends to get a lot of ground balls and a lot of pop flies. That up, and what you end up with is on top of the barrel or on the bottom. So a number of chopping type ground balls and pop flies. Swing and a miss, and Mason Gellender with a strikeout to start things off here in the fourth. Could you? That's the first baseman.
See it go behind
yeah.
the umpire.
Team is not real strong this morning. Sitting down here in a goalie on field 4 out at the Ellisfield Athletic Association. Playing in the greater St. Louis area. So what Gellender's got this morning seems to be working. And now working on a 1-2 count against Luke. Now Luke drawing a walk right there. And that's going to bring up and we'll see if Gellner is able to dial that one back in. That one getting away from Dixon, and the runner over on first doesn't advance. Kind of falling asleep at the wheel there. Runner goes. Didn't advance on the pass ball, but does so with the stolen base. And a good-looking curveball there for Gellender. Handles that for out number 2. So that'll bring up number 19, Landon, for here with 2 down. Hard hit ball. This one handled by Parker Simon. Will hold the Redhawks. They're in the bottom of the 4th. Score now 5. Short audio break here, folks. Thanks again for joining us. All right. Now we go. Ball in play. This one over to shortstop. He fields it, throws over to and now number 45, Henry Block, up at the plate. Wisely laying off that one as it was up high. A 1-1 count. Hard hit ball. This one's going to get through. So no luck there for Block. Nice piece of hitting as he goes opposite on an outside pitch. But right fielder playing shallow is able to get to the ball and make a nice. Three fields at the plate. And Fields with a hit by pitch. Takes that one off the arm. To continue to chip away at the lead, they're going to have to do so with 2 outs. Now number 4, Alex Killman at the plate. And a hard hit ball right over to short. He picks that up, and that is going to be out number 3. So no going for MacNSeitz right there as Zayden continues to pitch well for. MacNSeitz will need to continue to hold the Redhawks here. We've got 2 more innings to come back on this one. Short audio break. So now number 45 for the Redhawks. Fouls that one back. Gave a good knock to the backstop camera. But fortunately, we've got 2 more to go to. Little chopper foul. That one missing inside. And another walk. Now number 12, Jake, for the Redhawks at the plate. Fouls that first one off. So Gellender quickly trying to work himself into a little bit of a rhythm here. Getting back up into position. Runner goes. Knocks into the second baseman. And the ball caroms off towards right field. Tucker Lee. So now runner on second. And a big swing and a miss. And a strike three call. Jake goes down looking. And Gellender adds another one to his William. Big hit on his last plate appearance. And another good knock right there for a single. Well, with that single, and a possible double play opportunity. And another single. This one left side, and a run will score. Runner's not able to advance. That'll put runners on second and first. MacNSeitz with just one down. Force at any base. Dixon does a great job gloving that one as he was down off the plate. KJ pops this one up, and Mason Gellender handles that for out number 2. Gellender misses that first one up high and inside, but quickly works his way back to the rubber. Colton for the Redhawks tries to turn on that one, but swing and a miss. And now Colton will work with an 0-2 count. And the throw down to third, not in time. Ball in play, right back to Gellender. He quickly tosses that over to first for out number 3. So MacNSeitz will have 6 outs left. Short audio break here, folks. Okay. Hard hit ball, center field. This one's going back over the center fielder's head. Paxton Crowther will be up for a leadoff stand-up. So a good way to start off an inning. Redhawks do stick with Zayden up there on the bump. Getting close to a complete game type of effort. And this last pitch. Able to advance as the ball was it was a pass ball. Hard hit ball. This one down the right side. Back pick over at third, but Paxton Crowther just a couple of steps off the base, just simply steps on. Count now 3-1 to Lee. He draws a walk as that one's outside. And that'll bring up Cade Pearson with a good RBI opportunity. Cade with a single on his last at-bat. So right off the end of the bat for Pearson, but continuing to see the ball and put it in play. That brings up number 5, Mason Gellender, and now as he's the pitcher of record, looking to help himself out a little here. Pickoff attempt over at first, but Lee back up safely. Runner goes. Throw going down. And they throw him. For MacNSeitz. Ball's his way today. That'll be out number 3. So Zayden for the Redhawks. That much closer to a complete game. And MacNSeitz need to come up and hold the Redhawks here to have a chance. And top of the 7th. But for now, we'll move to bottom of 6. So game time has expired, folks. My mistake there, and that will do it for us out in St. Louis. Redhawks come up with their first win, and MacNSeitz is blanked. So certainly not our best effort. A number of errors coming up, but I got to tell you, I rarely complain about any of the officiating because without our officials, we don't get to play. Hats off to the Redhawks who came up with the hits and the walks when they needed them. And they come up victorious by a margin of 3. Well, we're going to wish everybody safe travels back. We appreciate everything for GMB, and they've put on us, folks. I'm Robert Lee. That's MacNSeitz Black.